Lute was an exorcist, a really good one, but everything changed the night that she lost Adam. It's been a week since then. She managed to talk to Lilith, and well, she was getting an idea, but things weren't really going the best. As one day she saw someone. It was Sir Pinches. He grabbed her weapon. "What are you doing here? Is Charlie visiting again? I can't believe you let her back here." Sarah would say, "No, don't you see his different clothes? He redeemed himself. He's in heaven." Lute dropped her weapon as she fell to her knees. She lost. Not just physically, but morally. She said no one could be redeemed. That's what her and Adam said, but she lost. Everything she worked so hard for was destroyed. She couldn't believe this. She looked up at Sarah as she said, "Well, also, I don't think we'll need an exorcism from now on. I don't think we can win." As she walked off, she lost her job, her dear friend, and everything. Lute got more and more angry as she went to see Lilith. As she walked to Lilith, Lilith would look at her. "Ah, Lute, nice to see you. Anyway, how is it going down there?" She would say, "Your brat of a daughter ruined everything. Now we can't even go on an exorcism hunt." Lilith would say, "Listen, I have someone on the inside, but I can't fix that." "No, you can't. So that's why I'm going to get some of the most radical exorcists with me. I don't need a lot to take out Charlie. All you need to do is lure her out by herself." Lilith would say, "You want me to have my only daughter taken out? It's either that or go back to there. This is the land you always wanted. This is the place you always wanted to live. And now you're going to give that all up for your daughter, a girl you only had to distract Lucifer." Lilith began to think about this, and well, even though she wasn't the best mother, she straight up abandoned her child. She, well, somewhat cared about her. I mean, all those times with Lucifer, it didn't mean nothing, did it? Lilith would think. As then she said, "All right, I'll do it. But let me tell you this. If you go any further after taking out Charlie, I can't help you. Our deal ends after this. Trust me. When she's gone, you're going to be kicked out of heaven and live down there. I hope you know that. You would become what you hated most. You would become just like Lucifer." Lute would look down and begin to think about things. Was she willing to do this? Was she willing to become like Lucifer? She simply sighed and said, "I know, but it must be done." Lute then began to scan the area. She said, "That's impossible." "What?" "Those angelic weapons are supposed to erase souls. The reason Sir Pinches came here was because, well, he was not erased with a weapon, but by Adam's power. But something's wrong. I can sense Adam down there. His soul is different now, like a sinner." But Lute would say, "He's not a sinner. He would not be casted down there. I know for a fact Adam does not belong there. And Adam was destroyed. I saw it myself." Lilith would sigh and point her in the direction. As she flew down, she saw some red, strange, demonic outfit. As suddenly it would turn around. It would be Adam. Lute was shocked. "Adam!" She would hug him. Adam would say, "Hey, how did this happen? Apparently I'm the first man, so my soul is far different from the rest. I think it was too strong to be erased. And since I failed, heaven decided to cast me out here. I'm just like Lucifer." He was about to say obscenity, but then he would stop. "Maybe it was all pointless. Everything we did." Lute would say, "Don't say that, sir. I have a plan to get..." As Lute then decided that she would get revenge with Adam as she hugged him tightly. "Please, Adam, see it my way." Adam would say, "No, I've changed, and I will never do that again." Lute said, "Really?" "Oh, F no. Let's do it now." As they both laughed, she said, "I missed your sense of humor." "Yeah, I missed you too, Lute. It's only been a few weeks, but it feels like it's been years without you." As in, Lute and Adam then started to develop up a plan. As then, the plan was set. As Charlie was doing her normal routine, the hotel was rebuilt. She was ready to redeem others as suddenly someone would knock on the door. As Charlie then opened it, it was Lilith, her mother, as she hugged her super tight. Mom, I missed you. Where'd you go?" Lilith would simply smile and say, Oh, Charlie. You see, I love you, and I was gone because I had to look into some things. Heaven was threatening to take us out, and I was trying to discover a way to stop it. But it's a long story. However, I heard about everything you did. I'm so proud of you." They both hugged. Lilith was lying, of course, but Charlie didn't know that. As then she wanted to bring her in, have her meet Vaggie, have her meet everyone. Lilith said, "Can I show you something? I made something for you. Follow me." Charlie then followed her mom. It was a bit suspicious, but it's her mother. You gotta trust your own mother. As then, Lilith would stab Charlie in the back, literally. As she fell to the floor, she would look up and see Lute. "Hey there." She was surrounded by two exorcists and Adam and Lilith. They all looked at her. She said, "What is this?" as she got up, ready to fight in her demonic form. It was hard for her to move, stabbed in the back, but she can manage some of her powers. Lute would say, "You can manage some powers, but you couldn't even beat Adam full power. I doubt you'll be able to beat him, me, and your own mother." "Next we'll get Vaggie, that little girlfriend of yours that took my eye." Charlie would say, "I won't let you hurt her." "Why, Mom? Why'd you do this?" Lilith would say, "I did what I had to. You think I want to marry that man? Please, your father is a buffoon." Charlie would then sigh. I blamed him for what happened. I blamed him for everything that goes on. But now I see it's your fault." As then she was ready to fight Lilith, suddenly Lute would grab her and throw her to the ground. "Your fight is with me." As Lute and Adam would both fight Charlie. Charlie would put up a fight, and she knew what she was fighting for. She had a cause to survive, and to tell everyone about her mother, how she betrayed her, and to tell her father it wasn't his fault. However, this dream wouldn't be enough, as Charlie would perish. Lute won, and she would take her victory with her. As then she began to walk. She then laughed as she felt total victory. She felt like she did it. Suddenly, though, something would happen. As Lute and Adam saw the ground shake, suddenly Lute's body would turn different. Her clothes would start to turn red as she was made into a sinner. She would say, "What happened?" as Sarah would come down. "Thank you for doing this. Really, I predicted you would. And now I'll hide the evidence. And Lucifer will never know what happened, so he'll never wage a war on heaven. He might suspect us and try to find evidence. But if he tried to gather up an army, he may be the king down here. But there will be pride lords that will disagree, and overlords that will not go. This will make it so hell will be divided. It will never be able to gather up significant forces, meaning they'll always stay weak. I had to ensure our safety after that massive defeat. This was the only way. I knew you would do this, Lute. You were nothing but a puppet, a pawn. So were you, Adam. That's why I made sure you survived, and why you were down here." Adam would say, "So you played me after all the things I've done for you? After all the exterminations How about this?" She would suddenly give him clothes, his old clothes. "How about you lead the extermination? And don't tell anyone about your new body. And Lute, you can do the same. You have to live down here, but no one will know that." They both looked at each other. As Adam said, "If yeah," Lute would sigh and say, "Fine, I suppose we could." "Thank you. You two are very valuable." As they all smiled. Sure, they lived down here, but Lute and Adam had each other. They were best friends. And now that they can continue extermination 24/7. Sure, they hated it here, but now they can wage war here anytime they wanted, not just on extermination day. But Exterminations Day is the only day they have an army, and they better lay low. They can't make any major moves or they'll be caught. It seems like Lute truly got her revenge. And that's where I'll leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please share with all your friends. I love making this video. This video was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I hope you're all having an amazing Pride Month. I know I say that a lot, but it's very important for us to show things. And yeah, I'm getting arguments with my dad about things. Yeah. Even though it's Father's, I mean, it wasn't disrespectful. It was a calm and peaceful debate, which is very important when you debate people. A lot of people don't know this, but I love to debate people, you know, and not like in a mean way, like in politics, just, you know, talk. And I love my dad, and I had an amazing Father's Day with him. And I had an amazing Father's Day with my stepdad, too. For those who don't know, I have a dad and a stepdad. I won't get too much into it because they wouldn't want me to say their names, but yeah, I love them both, and yeah. And, happy Father's Day. I know I messed up, and, like, it's not I'm recording this a day before, so for me, it's Father's Day, but Father's Day's already passed, but I had a great Father's Day. How was your Father's Day yesterday? Was it good? Was it bad? Please let me know down in the comments below. Love you all. Peace out.